So here's a unique video. So our local, the closest community to us, has a trash week where you can take anything that you don't want and put it on the curb and they'll drive around and pick it up. Sorry for the wind. It's just I wasn't planning on doing a video of this, but I think it's another place that I can attempt to use Super Clean. So to clean these grills. So what we have here is we have a Phoenix grill and we have a Holland grill. And if you don't know anything about them, the Holland grill, they're both indirect heat grills. The Holland grill has been around since the late 80s, I believe. My family's had a lot of them. They're very expensive. However, they went out of business in 2019 because they last forever. And I think what happened with this one is, looking at the front panel here, it looks like it caught fire because all that's bubbling and everything. So it looks like that caught fire and basically fried a bunch of the insides. Plus, this looks like it has a typical problem of rust gets in the burner. I've actually cleaned a couple of these out with my family before, or for my family, where rust gets in the burner. You can kind of see it in there and it just fills up and basically it's no longer usable. Meanwhile, the Phoenix grill is a little bit heavier. It's stainless. Some of the Hollands are stainless as well, but it's welded stainless, which I think is really interesting. However, its drip tray is completely burned out on the bottom, whereas the Holland actually looks in pretty good condition. It just needs to be cleaned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera up and we're going to take this apart. I have actually tested out the burner on this one. It seems to be perfectly fine. These seem to be, this is a pretty standard burner, whereas that is not. And like I said, Holland grill is out of business. And when you start looking at the Holland, there's definitely some rust conditions. But the nice thing is all the parts fit, including even the grill right here will fit in the Phoenix. So I think what I'm going to do is, for $0 and just my time, I can take all of the parts that are on the Holland and fit them to this Phoenix grill, and I'll have a nice new to me grill that I think these Phoenix grills retail for about 1,200 bucks. So should be pretty good. So let me get busy cleaning them. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to work on the Holland at this point in time. I'm going to focus on the Phoenix, get it nice and cleaned up, and we will see how it goes. I'll get all the Holland parts that I need cleaned up, and then maybe I'll come back and work with the Holland at a later date. So I'll set the camera up and we'll get busy. All right, so we're going to use the Super Clean aerosol to try this. I'm just going to spray the top here. Got rid of some of it. We definitely knocked the lid off. This just tells us it's going to take us a while. Inside the grill looks considerably cleaner. So, well, let's go ahead and try we'll try just the regular old Super Clean. We'll try inside a couple more times. I do think that this is going to take us just a little bit to get clean, which is understandable. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep working on this. Sorry, I just let the camera or the hose hit the camera. I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll come back when I'm finished, and I'll show you the end product. I'm only going to use Super Clean to clean it, although I think I am going to go get a steel brush to get some of that loose stuff out of that lid. But other than that, I'll update you on my progress when we come back. All right, well, I think it actually turned out pretty nice. You can see, I mean, it's obviously never going to be perfectly clean. There is some rust starting to build in the back there. And obviously this is never going to be perfectly clean, but I got a lot of the chunks and everything off of it. These sideboards cleaned up pretty good. Overall, it cleaned up really well. I was most impressed by this stainless steel grate right here. I don't think I showed it in the previous section, but it was completely covered, and the Super Clean did a really nice job. I used both the aerosol and the regular Super Clean to clean that, and it did a really nice job. And as well as in the tray right there. I mean, obviously it's a grill. It's never going to be perfectly clean ever again. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this thing back together and see if it works. So I know the igniter doesn't work. I have tried that out, but we're going to see if the burner works, and we will go from there. I did notice that I need to do something right here. That's loose, so I may go get a stainless steel bolt, and because it just needs a bolt and a nut, so it needs it right there. So I may go ahead and do that. So, and then we'll put it together, see if it works. All right, well, we got it all back together, and I've got it on and running, and the thermometer does not work, unfortunately, or at least it doesn't appear to work, although it might not be 200 degrees yet, but it does not. That's 50 degrees Celsius, but it does work. I mean, you can see the steam coming off there and all the smoke and everything. I'm gonna let it sit here and run for a little bit, and I think we're gonna cook dinner on it tonight. You know, I did look up the price of these new, and they're, you know, over $1,000 new, and you know me, I cheap. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using it. Not very often you get a $1,000 grill and you just got to do a little work. I used all of the parts. I used the grill on that Holland, or the surface, and I used the drip tray out of that Holland I put it in this one, so I know that it fits, and so now I can actually get some parts for it, because Phoenix is still in business, whereas Holland is not. I think I'll probably pull a couple parts off that Holland and then just trash the rest. But yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. You know, I'm not like a super griller or anything, but you know, it is nice to grill. I did go ahead and replace that bolt right there, so that's all squared away. It does need a new igniter. I did have to light it with a propane torch, but I got enough of those around, so I think we're going to call this little short project good. Super Clean did a really nice job. If you can't tell, I've still got stuff dripping out of the drip pipe there, so I got to clean that up, but we're working on trying to find something to put on there, because what was on there had a bunch of holes in it. So overall, really excited to have a nice grill like this, and put it on the back porch and cook dinner. Super Clean did a really nice job of getting it cleaned up, and I'm really impressed with the product. Like I said, you know, if you expect stuff to become 100% clean, it's just never going to work like that. But I think for what this is, it did a really, really nice job, particularly with that drip pan and this stainless steel grate right here. I think it did a really, really nice job for that. So cleaned up the outside of the grill really well. You know, this is just staining from heat and everything. There's not much we can do there. This thing does run a little bit hotter than the Holland. I think of the two, because my experience with the Holland over there, I'd probably prefer it. But I'm going to take a nice stainless steel welded grill like this any day of the week. So thanks for watching.